What if I told you there's a switch inside your body and when you flip it, your brain gets sharper, your belly fat starts melting away, and your energy never crashes? It's not a pill. It's not some magic workout. It's a state your body can enter naturally, and most of us go in and out of it without even knowing. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to unlock it, why it works like rocket fuel for your brain, and how elite athletes and even Alzheimer's patients are using it to change their lives. This is the truth about ketosis. This is the truth about ketosis. Let's talk about ketosis and ketones. The keto diet has exploded in popularity over the past few years, and for good reason. In fact, I'm on it right now. But how exactly does it tie into everything we've been talking about? Think of this as a crash course in real metabolism, not just the buzzwords. Your body is a metabolic hybrid machine. At any given time, it's running on one of two fuels: sugar, blood glucose, or fat. Sugar, blood glucose, or fat. That's it. Two main fuels. Your brain is the exception. It can run on glucose or ketones, but the rest of your body mostly runs on fat or glucose. It can run on glucose or ketones, but the rest of your body mostly runs on fat or glucose. Which one your body uses is decided by a single, powerful hormone, insulin. If insulin is high, you're burning sugar. If insulin is low, you're burning fat. We can even measure this at the whole body level. There's a tool called an indirect calorimeter that measures oxygen and CO2 output. Why does that matter? Because burning glucose produces a different amount of CO than burning fat. If you're sugar burning, your respiratory exchange ratio RR is higher. If I injected you with insulin right now, your RR would shoot up, proof that your body switched to sugar burning. Let insulin drop, and your RR falls, showing fat burning. Here's where it gets interesting. When insulin stays low for around 16 hours, your liver starts burning a lot of fat, its own stored fat, plus fat leaking out from your fat cells because low insulin turns those cells into fat-releasing machines. Eventually, your liver burns so much fat that it exceeds its own energy needs. It's like, I'm good. I've got plenty, but I can't stop burning fat. Insulin's still low. So what happens to the excess fat? The liver turns it into ketones, a kind of metabolic release valve. And those ketones, they're magic for your brain. Even fasting for 24 hours will put you into some degree of ketosis. It's not extreme, it's natural. And ideally, your body should be moving in and out of ketosis regularly. Why ideally? Because ketones are arguably the best fuel your brain can get. In fact, studies on Alzheimer's patients show something remarkable. Ask them to draw a clock face while eating a standard diet, and it's a mess. Put them in ketosis, and the drawing is far better, still sloppy, but recognizably a clock. The same goes for tasks like tying shoelaces or getting dressed. Skills that were lost suddenly return. And it's not just the brain. My own lab published a study showing that belly fat cells in people in ketosis had a 3-fold increase in metabolic rate, compared to when they weren't in ketosis. That's huge. Fat cells normally have a low metabolic rate, but with ketones, they act more like muscle, burning more energy. This isn't theory. Controlled studies prove that when calories are held constant, ketosis increases metabolic rate. It's like throwing more fuel into your body's furnace. Ketones even protect muscle. Research studies show that muscle cells exposed to ketones became more resistant to injury. That's because ketones tell your brain, don't strip muscle for glucose, I'm here. Burn me instead. Elite athletes have caught on. College cross-country teams, both men and women, won national championships this year, and one of their strategies: ketone drinks before training and races. Tour de France teams do the same. When you're burning mostly fat and ketones, your glucose reserves stay untouched, meaning you avoid the dreaded bonk. Now, there are different kinds of ketone supplements. Ketone salts, cheaper, less effective, can cause plaque buildup or kidney stones. Ketone esters, more effective, often in liquid shots. Bioidentical BHB, the most effective, pricier, but prices are falling. If you take a shot of bioidentical ketones while not in ketosis, say, after eating bagels and sugary coffee, your ketone levels can still jump significantly within an hour. Some evidence, especially from animal studies, suggests this could sharpen cognition and memory. My personal experience. I test my ketone levels with a finger prick, and at my highest, I've hit 2.5 mol. That's solid ketosis. The fat loss has been unlike anything I've seen in my life. My energy stays stable all day. No crashes. My hunger cues have completely changed. I get hungry less often, and when I do, it's easier to stop eating. Belly fat? Gone in weeks. The only problem the first time I tried keto was that my muscles looked smaller, lean, but smaller. Why? Possibly dehydration. Low insulin lowers aldosterone, which causes your kidneys to dump salt and water, good for blood pressure, but tricky for workouts, and possibly not eating enough fat to maintain muscle. Remember, muscle is metabolically expensive. If you're not fueling enough, your body may start breaking it down. Now, about the common weight loss advice: eat less, exercise more. It doesn't work long term. Shows like The Biggest Loser prove it. Contestants lose massive weight, but almost all gain it back, and their metabolic rates stay depressed even after regaining the weight. Why? Because cutting calories without lowering insulin makes you ravenous. High insulin meals trigger hunger more than low insulin meals, even at the same calorie count. That's why the first step to lasting fat loss is lowering insulin by cutting refined carbs, especially those from bags, boxes, and barcodes, prioritizing protein, and not fearing fat. And here's the kicker: once insulin drops, you naturally start burning your own stored fat. Hunger decreases on its own, so you eat less because you're satisfied, not because you're forcing yourself to. Some people worry about the gut microbiome on keto. The science says otherwise. A recent case study of a man who switched from a plant and meat omnivorous diet to a zero-carb carnivore diet showed no change at all in his microbiome profile. And even if plant diversity increases microbiome diversity, there's no clear evidence that more diversity is inherently better. Bottom line, you don't need to be in deep ketosis all the time to get benefits. People with certain conditions, type 2 diabetes, migraines, epilepsy, can see life-changing improvements by staying in ketosis. For the rest of us, cycling in and out of ketosis while keeping carbs unprocessed and protein fat high is enough. And if you want a sweet treat, diet sodas with aspartame are fine for insulin control. Stevia, monk fruit, and allulose are also safe. But I avoid zero-sugar sodas with sucralose, which can cross the blood-brain barrier, and sugar alcohols like maltitol and mannitol, which can spike insulin and cause digestive issues. If you've been watching this far, you now understand that ketosis isn't just a fad, it's a metabolic gear shift that can fuel your brain, protect your muscles, ramp up fat burning, and transform your hunger signals. And that's why, for me, keto isn't just a diet, it's a performance tool. If you don't like the person staring back at you when you are in front of a mirror, isn't it a time for a change? If you can't focus and perform like there is a brain fog, isn't it a time for a change? Is keto for you? If you loved this video, please like and subscribe.